Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to TenPaths Tarot. I'm really happy that you could join me today. Today, Spirit was very eager to speak with you. We were given 10 cards that sprang from the deck and 2 oracle cards. So first, let's look at the first oracle card. I asked Spirit to give us one to set the tone and the topic of this reading. And we got the perfect setting. And it shows someone who is very comfortable. I'm immediately thinking domestic, very homebound. She really likes her home, but she's trying to paint something beautiful. And so let's see what happens. The first card out of the deck was the Knight of Cups. Now this is a very cautious knight. He is holding a cup which represents love and emotion, and he is afraid to move forward for fear of spilling one drop. This is someone who doesn't want to disrupt anything. And this was followed by another quiet energy, really quiet energy, the Three of Wands. Now, wands can represent our dreams and aspirations, but she stands quietly and looks beyond those dreams. Yes, those dreams were nice, but I'm comfortable. And she barely notices them anymore. They don't even come into her mind very often. She feels she has clarity of thought as represented by the Page of Swords. She's moving forward, and she feels that that ability to put aside any dreams, any of her fanciful dreams, is a strength. And that is what has or will make her home stable. And she has a very comfortable life. It's peaceful and comfortable. And so let's see what happens. We have another quiet energy stacked under that Knight of Cups. It's the Two of Wands. Again, someone looking past their dreams. They're not even looking at their dreams anymore. And he's holding a cannonball. I think we all know the adage about the ball and chain. So he's feeling comfortable too in his home life. Male or female, tarot, it doesn't matter in tarot. We just say he or she because the cards show men and women, but tarot does not have gender. So we have that same energy like, yes, this home life, this perfect home life is kind of heavy, but it's what I have and I like it. And so I will ignore my dreams. There was a time when you wanted to manifest, when you wanted your dreams to come true, but now you have your hand on the sword. You're ignoring it for that clear thinking and trying not to look at it. The next card is the Devil. The image is disturbing, so I will not hold it up. But the Devil doesn't represent the true devil. It represents bad habits. And so I think there's something of a warning here that if we do not feel we are able to manifest things and things become that stable, that's great in one way, but there's a chance that we'll start feeling empty because we're made to move forward, we're made to discover. And when that stops, we start feeling hemmed in. This is almost an agoraphobic feeling with this reading. And then we may revert back to old bad habits. They may not really help us. We're trying to squash out that emptiness and that There's that inkling that we should maybe think about doing things differently. We don't have super troubling thoughts like we would have with some of the sword cards where there's tons of swords all coming at us. Instead, we're having these little, yeah, I'm so bored. And not bored, I feel boxed in. I feel like I can't move. She looks very calm. Her life is peaceful in that it's predictable. But she's feeling empty. And so I asked Spirit, do you have any advice? I don't want to leave it on this. This sounds depressing. And he gave me another magician card. But this magician has put down his sword. And he's returning to some of his old dreams. Things are still growing around him. He has not given up everything. In fact, what is directly in front of him is that love and emotion. So, and he does have a big pentacle. He's comfortable, but he's willing to let himself grow some. And when that happens, that Fool energy may return. And the Fool is not foolish. The Fool has a spark, that little flame in his mind. And he says, I can do other things. And I can pack lightly. I don't have to take everything with me. I don't have to destroy everything. But I do have to move forward. And I have to have new experiences. Because that's what we're here for. We're put here to grow. And so he may find, as he grows, that pot at the end of the rainbow that will, so that he won't feel trapped anymore. Maybe there will be so much abundance that he won't even have to think about it anymore. He could do whatever he wanted anytime. Or maybe he's going to step onto a different ledge that will lead in a different direction. But he's ready to experience things. Unless you do, this is stacked under that Devil card. If you keep yourself locked in place, those bad habits are going to take over. And they're destructive. So you can grow or you can destroy yourself. Still sounds a little depressing, but I'd opt for growth. And so I asked for another oracle card. And in relation to this, in relation to the perfect setting, I was given dream work. So work on your dreams. And she has changed. Look at her empty expression in this card. But as she's progressed in life, look at the warm, full expression in this card. So she has allowed herself to transform, as indicated by the butterflies. She still looks comfortable. She still looks pretty content, but happier. So maybe start small. If this is an agoraphobic type of energy, I'm not belittling anyone with agoraphobia, but I think many of us have been there or come close. Because the more time you spend trapped inside, the more those tendencies start to develop. You don't even want to go outside anymore. You're afraid to venture out. So you've built this nice box for yourself, but maybe cut a little hole in the box so that you can walk in and out and start seeing what's out there. You don't have to jump out like the Fool. But as you find yourself bolder and bolder and braver, you probably will at some point step out in a much bigger way. That's all I have for you today, Scorpio. I hope this helps someone. I appreciate your coming. I appreciate all those likes and subscribes and comments so much. Thank you all very much.